Hi, losers.
Hello, welcome back to season 3.
Finally! We're in a little bit of a different spot too. You notice?
Welcome to our new studio.
Our new home.
I feel like we're making a habit of like switching it up every season.
I know, it's great. Like, we're only going up from here, guys. We'll have our own private mansion by the time we're on season 4.
We'll give you a private tour of the studio at the end of this video. Court, let's talk about what we've been up to. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a few weeks.
I'll tell you what I've been doing in the last 4 weeks.
Yeah.
The Michaela Testa and Anna Paul drama.
Oh my god.
These women are quite younger than I am, but I can't help myself but be all up in that.
Aren't they only like 5 years younger than you?
Yeah, but that's like anyone in their mid-20s feels younger than me, like by a long shot, because I'd live my life very, very differently to young.
You live like a grandma.
Okay, thank you.
But like also
that's why they feel so much younger than me.
I had like 2 years of living like a grandma, and now I'm going out all the time.
Yeah, but that's because you're single again.
Yeah.
And lonely.
Well, okay, well, you didn't have to call me out like that, but yeah. Yeah.
I feel like that's the only reason you're doing things is because you're like,
well, I've got to keep busy so I don't like spiral.
God forbid.
God forbid. I am busy anyway. Like, but yeah, I did go through a breakup, which we mentioned, but I did cast my ex-boyfriend in my film, which we filmed.
Sorry, I have to giggle at this.
I know, and then he may have brought his ex-girlfriend to our rap party without telling me as well.
That is
but like, look, that's not.
Okay. It's not surprising to anyone who knew that he still actually lives with his ex-girlfriend the whole time that they were together.
It's just too much to unpack there, so I'm going to leave it at that. I also was in a feature film that won Best Feature at the Gold Coast Film Festival.
And
Gala
she looks
award night.
Stunning.
Stop
2
it.
for the awards. We'll also throw in a little video of Court at the awards night there.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that. That's awesome.
Thank you. It's really exciting. Well, I was just acting in that one, but like it's still
a win is
exciting.
a win.
And then I've got 2 more premieres to go to this week.
That's so fun.
I'm going to run out of outfits, but it's all right.
If anyone's on here wanting to sponsor an up-and-coming actress.
Oh yeah, buy me an outfit, please. Like I'm running out of ideas for what to wear. I think I'm gonna end up wearing a suit to one of them because I'm just running out of dresses.
That's a vibe all in itself.
And it's freezing now,
like
by the way.
Hot pink pantsuit. Why not?
Mine's grey, but like chicks love grey. Do you know what that's from? Or am I just like?
I feel like I've heard
it's from
it
Notting
before.
Hill.
Okay, yeah, I know where it's from then.
Sometimes I make references and people just nod and I'm like, they have no idea what that was from and they just think I just spoke in a weird voice for no reason.
Because your head is so up in the fucking film world all the time that you make film references. And like, because you're in that indie fucking era as well, like you make film references on films that no one's ever fucking seen before.
But the film bros have seen it. I need an intervention maybe.
What else did we do? I mean, like
you have a new business. I
did. I started OnlyFans. I know we joked about this a lot over the first 2 seasons.
I feel like every girl jokes about starting it and then it's just like
fuck it. But yeah. I did. I started an OnlyFans just because I was so subscribe. Just do it. Just do it. There's no real reason for it. Like I spent the first 30 years of my life not selling my body, and look where that went. Fucking nowhere. I'm still poor. I have a roof over my head and I can eat and shit. Like
I know, in this economy, that is saying something.
Like I still feel poor. Thank you, Anna.
Feel broke.
I was trying to be moral for the first half of my life, and that got me fucking sweet fuck all. Like,
I mean, men will objectify you if you're in a fucking plastic bag. You may as well.
Like, honestly, like, who cares? So I was like, I'm going to start an OnlyFans and I'm just going to see how I go. And I was still working at the time. Not anymore.
And how are you going?
I don't work anymore.
There you go, ladies.
I managed to quit my job because I thought it was completely irrelevant to be working minimum wage for somebody else. And I'm making 10 times as much as that just sitting at home in the first 10 minutes of me waking up in the morning.
May as well.
I'm gonna ride that wave the same as most OF models. I'm going to make that bag. I'm going to invest that money, go on my holidays.
And take me with you.
And I'm just going to see where it goes. If I do it smart enough, I can use the money that's incoming to invest into things that will make sure that I don't have to go back into the 9 to 5 that I hated, or if I wanted to, I can pick up night work again. It's not a big deal.
Oh, you've got like, once you've had that many things under your belt and you've done that much networking, and like, you know me too, and I've worked in like every single hospo business on the Gold Coast.
And contrary to popular belief, like people assume that once you get into this field that your opportunities then are limited to what you can do for the rest of your life because you're doing this kind of work. No. If anything, the attention has created
more opportunities, more people networking.
I got more modeling jobs. I have more agencies reaching out to me. They know what I do. I publicly advertise what I do on my socials, so they are aware. And then I use those socials to chase brand deals and modeling gigs and all that kind of stuff. So they are well aware that it's all over my socials. The only people, and this is funny, like the only people that I've heard shit on the OF stuff is like Brendan talking to his therapist and telling his therapist that like, this is what I'm doing now. And his therapist is like, are you okay with it? He comes home and tells me that. And I'm like, what the fuck is it to the therapist?
Like, wouldn't you think that if he had a problem with it, he'd tell you?
And I wouldn't have started it in the first place.
I feel like most girls would know.
The people that find it the most gross, or who talk about it online as it being disgusting and rah, they are also the people that are subbing. But just like on a public platform like Instagram or whatever, that's so disgusting, these women having these type of jobs.
Men get so pissed off by confident women and women showing their body.
And they get pissed off for having to pay for it, because these same dudes that are ripping on OnlyFans models are the same dudes that are watching free porn.
Yeah.
It's just that they don't want to pay the money to look at them. But they will easily just go watch Pornhub for free.
The only men that don't understand it are the ones that are insecure and can't handle the idea of their woman being looked at by other men. But it's like...
But these are the insecure men who like, oh, I would never let my woman do that. I would never let my woman show their body. Well, at the same time, they're openly looking at other women's bodies.
Yeah, those are the men, because they think other men are like them. Just insecure, and you can't keep your eyes and your hands to yourself.
Yeah. For me, it's a business opportunity. Like, my body is a business opportunity.
But it's just like, a body is a body. But like, as women, we can see that. As men, everything's exciting to them. But for us, it's kind of like, oh, well, I get changed in front of people at work. I did dancing as a child. It's not as like...
Men have sexualized everything, right? Because like boobs are the one thing that piss me off, right? Because they're literally made the same as any other mammal in this world. It's like, where it's there to feed children.
Yeah.
And they have been so widely sexualized by men that we now have to cover the things that feed children.
Yeah.
And like, we can't even feed children in, like, not that I care because I don't have kids, but like, women can't even feed children out in public now. Without
but it's not just the men that will complain. Women will come up to them and be like, what are you doing?
Yeah, but here's the thing. Not because they're offended, because they don't want their husbands looking at another man's tit, another woman's tits, a woman's tits.
Although some men should put their tits away, let's be 100%. Honest.
It's so sexualized by men that women are now creeped out about it.
Yeah.
Both for themselves, where they will go and hide in a bathroom to feed their baby, or for themselves in a way that they don't want their man being turned on by their woman breastfeeding their baby, by their woman just feeding a baby. As a woman, why do you care?
Yeah.
Because we know that men are looking. That's the only reason we care.
OnlyFans is a great way for women to kind of, and men, to kind of take the power back of their body and be like, well, if I want to use this as a business, I can.
That's the biggest thing for me too, is like taking the power back. Because I've been on Instagram for fucking years, right?
Yeah.
And I've been modeling for years. And while I have been paid for the modeling, like the shots that go up on Instagram, especially the lingerie ones and the ones that the dudes are fire reacting in my DMs.
Fire emojis.
Those dudes are getting off on that for free when I could be making money off my
And now
body.
you're mad about it. Look, guys.
Now I'm mad about all the years.
If you want some free content, scroll down on Maddie's Instagram page.
Well, no, I'm still posting teasing content on my Instagram. But if you want to see any more than what's on my Insta, you have to move over to my OnlyFans.
Yeah, go and subscribe.
And that's where you're going to see it. My food is here.
Do you want to go get it?
I'll just get it delivered into my room.
Yeah. We're getting some delivery, guys. Our Easter egg. Guys,
oh shit!
I spent like the last whole season of this podcast trying to find fucking words that fit into the whole sentence. If you read everything, all the titles of season 2, it spells out we love Beyonce, because we don't want her to.
At the time we brought up that Easter egg idea, the whole Beyonce debacle was happening.
Yes. Oh my god.
Beyonce rumors started coming out about her, like no one wanting to fuck with her.
Oh my god.
So we decided to jump on that train.
Go away.
OnlyFans content.
Not for free. I'm gonna caption this episode, Maddie stuffs her face, with no context.
Sorry. Well, you've already interrupted now. What do you want?
Nothing. I was going to give you a kiss.
Gross. I'm definitely leaving that in. So I'm single. Maddie isn't. I have been fifth wheeling like multiple dinner dates with Maddie and Brendan, and then Tamara and Brandon. Also very confusing names. So now I feel like I have to date someone named Brendan.
With a B.
Brandon.
Or at least with a B.
Something
so
with a B.
Like, call them B. Because we've got B squared at the moment.
So we need B cubed. If your name starts with a B and you're not a fucking idiot, maybe hit me up. Because, like, the fifth wheeling is bad. At Easter, I brought my sister to dinner.
It's not that bad.
Which is fine.
You get looked at.
No, I really like being single. Like, this is the thing. Like, I'm actually really enjoying it. Because I had time. I made the time to see my boyfriend when I had one. And now I just have that time to sit and, like, have time to myself. Like, do more projects.
What's it like spending time with your couple friends, like, when you come and do things, like, with me and Tamara and the bees, versus, like, if you're going out with a bunch of single friends? Vibe?
I mean, the vibe's different because we do different things as well. Like, we don't really go out. And, like, when Tamara and I went out last time clubbing, she didn't bring him. But the best thing about having a partner is, like, he drives her everywhere. There's always someone to pick you up. There's always someone awake late at night. There's always someone to drop you to things, take you back, someone to go to places with. You're like, hey, I really want to go to this restaurant. You've got someone. But also, I would just use my friends for that as well. Like, I would just go out with my friends anyway. But it is nice having, like, a lift, to be honest. But we do different things. Like, to be fair,
it's nice to have a lift.
Yeah.
Not like a loving, doting partner who does things for you, cooks your dinner. It's just nice to have a lift.
Cooks me dinner. Yeah, I actually do. I can't cook, so. I actually had this conversation with some of my friends the other day. I would make a really good husband. I wouldn't be a good wife, but I'd be a great husband. I want to work. I want to make money. I don't cook. I don't really clean like I do if I have to, but, like, I don't enjoy it. Like, I'd be a great husband. I need someone to stay at home with the kids. If I ever have kids, I'm not staying at home with them.
You either need someone who will be the stay-at-home person for you.
Yeah.
Or someone who makes just as much money as you that you can hire someone for that. In the current climate for men,
no, men.
I don't know about men your age, but men my age want to be the woman.
No, my age as well. They want their butts wiped. They want to be courted.
They want to be fought over. Like, they want to be, like, they want to be the person that, like, if they walk away, we got to fight for them. And it's like,
men want to be chased, but they're the ones showing interest, and then they'll never take the initiative. And it's just like, it's so annoying because I'm not really interested in many men. Like, this is just the facts. Like, the guys that I've dated and the guys that I've had situationships with, they've pursued me. And I haven't necessarily found them that attractive to begin with, but then I fall for them by getting to know them and their personality, and then I become really invested. Yeah. But I'm not really going out there, like, pursuing these guys, which is why breakups are hard for me, because it's not like I can move on, because I'm so picky and I don't like anyone. Why would I just go and throw myself at someone I'm not even interested in? Like, it makes me feel physically sick, the idea of a man that I don't know, that I'm not interested in, being inside of me. I can't do it. I can't have a hoe phase, because I would rather just go home alone and watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians on my laptop and get a takeaway. There's this epidemic people are talking about of male loneliness because women are earning more money. We're more self-sufficient than ever. the birth rate, like women are having less children or not having children or not getting married, and women are happy being single, and there's this whole new lease on life where it's not the days of war anymore where you like had housewives sitting at home, or like women had to have a husband to have a bank account to have a life. That's not a thing anymore. So there's this male loneliness epidemic that's going on where men are realizing that if you're a lazy piece of shit, you don't still get a wife and a kids and whatever. You don't get owed these things just because women need that to survive anymore. Men actually have to pick up their game and be a person that women want to be around and would choose to hang out with over going out for a girls' night. They'd rather go on a date with this guy. And men feel pressured by that expectation to, like, you know, pick up your game, mate. Go do something with your career. Like, have some hobbies. Like, you know, like, live your life and be a person without sitting around and, like, moping the fact that you don't have a girlfriend. And then men get all upset about this. And now there's
and I would just point this out, that it's so funny and ironic how the men's suicide rate has jumped dramatically at the same time that the women's birth rate has dropped and women entering relationships has dropped. Like, men's suicide rate has gone up while women giving birth and,
which is
and
really
being in relationships
sad.
has gone down. But this is what you're saying. Like, men are depressed
that
they're not getting this.
It's a whole issue because the shape of our world and the way things have been for hundreds of years has just changed over the last, like, maybe like 70 years mostly. Like, it's really not been many generations of it, and people are starting to see that, especially with social media, you can see women having fun and enjoying themselves and making money, and then men getting intimidated by it, because men's insecurities used to be able to be covered up. Like, they could just go to work, do their thing, come home, and they'd still have the wife and the kids. But now, if they want that, men have to learn how to communicate. Men have to learn to get on an emotionally mature level onto women, because we're awake to all of this, and now we're allowed to talk about it. We're allowed to have friends. We're allowed to have jobs. We're allowed to be self-sufficient, and men are intimidated by that. And I think we need to look at the way that we're raising boys, and, like, their empathy for women and the way they see women needs to change. And, like, I think men's mental health is really depleting because they are now realizing that if they want to be in a relationship with the kind of woman that they, in theory, want to be with, an independent, confident woman, but then they're intimidated by that. And instead of communicating their issues and going to therapy or getting help, or, you know, talking to their friends and just, like, waking up to, like, what it is to live and not being entitled to things, like, they're not going to be able to have that. And I think that's why men are so, like, angry and panicked, and then now they're kind of reverting into this princess treatment, like, oh, I'm sad, so love me, and no one wants me, and no one, and it's like, well, maybe, like, be a better person, and then women will want you. Do something for yourself.
Like, not even just do something, right? The amount of men these days who are doing something that they don't even want to do, like, they are working, and, like, this is everyone, right? But there are a lot of men out there who are literally just working because they have to work. Like, bro, have motivation, have goals. Like, don't just leave school and be a tradie because that's what everyone else is doing.
Not the tradies.
No, sorry to rip on the tradies, but, like,
it's right, they're dating the 14-year-olds.
Yeah, it's the same for girls. Like, you know, they left school and they're out being nail techs and hairdressers and stuff like that just because everyone else in the beauty industry is doing that. Like, have real goals. Like, I know when you were in school, you wanted to do something real.
It's fine to fill potholes in the road. It's fine to want to earn money and then you want to get married. But, like,
I was in hospitality. I'm fine making minimum. My point is, don't just stay at that. Like, if that's, like, if you're filling in potholes, if you're the lollipop person, whatever, like, cool. But there was something else that you wanted to do. Like, you had goals. Like, because goals and motivating yourself to work towards goals really is one of the only things that can keep a person happy.
I think it's fine to just want to settle down, get married, and have kids. But you shouldn't feel entitled to that. If that's what you want to do with your life, you've got to put in the work to meet someone. How are you going to meet someone, and how are you going to meet someone who's, like, actually your person, your soulmate, whatever.
Like you also have
and
to
that's
find
another problem
a
is
person who also wants to settle down and have kids and do nothing else.
That's what I mean. It's like you can be a guy who's like, that's what I want. I want to build my wife a house. I want to have kids. I want to take them to soccer practice on the weekends. I want to grow old and die on my porch. That's fine. But you can't be like at the nightclubs in the valley, like, why can't I make Stephanie the bottle girl my wife? She doesn't want kids. I'm going to call her a stupid slut. Like, no, bro. You need to like live every part of your life to the fullest, but don't just men feel entitled to women. And that's the problem that I have is like, it's fine to want to settle down one day, but you can't be like interviewing women like that. Like you've got to live. And I'm a true believer in that. Once you're doing things in your life to fulfill you and to feel whole as a single person and as a person without a partner, then you can meet a partner who is also a full person and not looking for everything in their relationship. Once you're looking to fill holes in your life with a relationship, that's when you're crying in your room because you can't find a girlfriend. It's because the girlfriend shouldn't be fulfilling that in your life. And I think I've come to realize this, I think with my last breakup, is he was looking for too much in our relationship. He was looking for his career fulfillment, his friendship fulfillment, his everything in me. And that was too much to expect of me. Like I was giving him a lot, but it's still like, you need to have all that shit sorted yourself before you put that on a partner.
And you know what's so funny too is like he wanted you to play all of these roles and then turns around and says, you're too much.
Yeah.
Men tend to do that a lot where they will openly go out and find someone that they assume, like you said, like the independent, the successful ones. But then the moment they're in that relationship with them, they don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to be their own person. They don't know how to compare themselves. Well, I wouldn't say compare because they shouldn't be comparing, but they do end up comparing themselves to you and your success. And then it becomes an ego thing.
Yeah.
Because men have egos and they believe that they should be the breadwinners of the household and they should be the ones that are more successful and you should be the one that's going to end up staying at home and having the babies. But if you're the one that's more successful, making more money and you're out there working more, that image becomes less likely to him. Like he can't ask you to stay home and look after the kids because you're out there doing more. That freaks them out.
But the problem is that men don't know how to communicate. Like it's all good and well to have those feelings. We all get insecure. We all get overwhelmed. We all have fears that we're not enough or not doing enough. But if you don't tell your partner that you're feeling that way and instead you're just going to mope and internalize everything and then just break up with them out of the blue one day, you can't expect anything to change. Or you pick up your game and you become that person. I don't care if I'm with a guy who earns more money than me and is the breadwinner and more successful. I don't care. I want to be with someone who's have a laugh with and travel with and be passionate with, and if we want to do something we can go do it and we can do adventures. Money, and like that's what goes. I want. Like, I don't care about like I mean I definitely don't care about money. Look at pretty much everyone I've dated has been like living with their parents or like has a mattress on the floor.
You've been buying them food.
I've been buying their groceries.
I believe in a few more, like at least in a decade or so, there will be some change in the way that men communicate, because you got to remember, like, boomers are still alive, right? And those,
unfortunately,
and those people I use the word people fucking loosely. Those humans were literally the people that wouldn't let men cry. Yeah. Like they are the like what are you fucking looking for? Don't cry. Like that's disgusting. You're a man. Man up. Yeah. Like that kind of shit. And so like you got to keep in mind that boomers are our grandparents. Well, my grandparents.
My grandparents are.
So they're still alive and they're still shitting on men our age.
Yeah.
And so like the men that we're trying to date, that we're trying to pull up on and be like, hey, communicate. Yeah. Hey, like be intimate, be romantic.
Yeah.
Are the same men that were raised by the type of men who were like, don't you dare fucking cry.
Yeah.
Don't be a fucking woman.
See
don't
why.
Be a pussy.
This is the thing. Like, I have empathy for men. So, I have a lot of empathy.
I do, but it's self-awareness, right? So, like, we've moved to that age where women have become self-aware of, like, everything.
I feel like we always have been. We just weren't allowed to tell anyone what we think because we'd get stoned and burned.
But I think we've also become more self-aware with the way that the patriarchy has controlled us.
Yeah.
Right? Before it was just like, oh yeah, we get to do this now, we get to do that now. Now it's more of a like, we are seeing how women just didn't have any say whatsoever ever, and still to this day we're kind of like, our opinions and outlooks are diminished if especially if there's a man who is making an opinion. Like, we're going to be lower than them on, you know, what everyone else is listening to. And again, it's like this stigma where the men still control everything, and while the fucking boomers are still alive, quite literally that's not going to go away.
Welcome to season 3, I guess. This is the start. We've got some exciting things planned.
We do
for this season,
and we have some guests coming on. So not telling you who, not telling you when. Stay tuned for that.
Yeah, and if you have suggestions or you want to come on, you can ask. We'll probably say no, but plead your case if you'd like to, because we're facilitating that now. My God, who are we?
If you want to visit, you let us know.
Let us know.
Paid sponsorships are welcome.
Yeah. But that's it.
Or subs. That counts as paid sponsorship.
Yeah. I was just staring at your boobs that whole time. I'm so sorry.
Was I. It's all right.
Yeah, perfect. All right. Bye. We'll see you next week.
Bye, bitches.
Bye. Thumbnail montage. Oh.
Can you please put that in there? Your face!
Only people who wear headphones will understand how good that feels.
Oh, you could see that you felt that was solid.
My soul's.
I was born to be free.
When you put your tits out, I'm like, I was like, oh, can you leave that with up?
I think I had food in my mouth.
Yeah. Oh my God, my eyelashes ran away. Oh my God. Okay, bye now.
Bye.
We're leaving now. Bye.
Room tour.
There's Maddie. And this is the space. Captain, got balloons.
Because we're celebrating.
So we're celebrating season 3. Cute. How cute is this? And then we're getting some side tables and stuff.
They're on the way.
This is her for now.